How's my quad squad doing? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here, coming at you guys with another Black Ops 3 video. Quick reminder, if we could shoot for 170 likes, that's a really big goal, but you guys have been absolutely crushing it on my channel with all the likes recently. We've been doubling goals that we've been asking for, so if we could shoot for 170 likes, I really do think that's a good goal. So let's talk a little bit more about the 7 specialist character DLCs possibly coming into Black Ops 3. Now, this is really cool. Quick reminder, I did get this information from my buddy Long Sensation. Make sure to check out the link to his channel down in the description below. He's a really good YouTuber and a good friend of mine, so like I said, make sure to check out the link to his channel down in the description below. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He's growing like crazy right now, so I'm sure you guys want to get on top of it because he does have some really good content. So let's talk about the 7 possible special characteristics that are specialist characteristics. What am I saying? 7 possible specialist characters that could be coming into Black Ops 3. Wow, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself, but either way, again, these are completely possible. I don't think they're all going to come into Black Ops 3, especially not at the same time, but I do think there's a pretty solid chance that at least one of them is going to come in. Now, where Long Sensation actually got this information was he actually has a guy who hooks him up with some intel that he was completely correct on that he gave him before Black Ops 3 came out. So before Black Ops 3 came out, this guy hooked up Long Sensation with some intel about the possible perks, maps, guns, little details like that, and they were all right. How are you going to know that before the beta, before Black Ops 3? And he was right, and he's also given this information about the possible specialist character DLCs, so I would think at least one of these is going to be right. I don't think they're going to come out with 7 specialist character DLCs, but there's a chance. There's definitely a chance, whether you get them, whether you can just buy them as microtransactions or you earn them in supply drops, whatever it is, I do think there's a chance. I don't think they're all going to come out, but I do think there's a good chance that at least one does. So let's talk about these 7 possible specialist character DLCs. I'll make sure to all put them up on the screen right now, so let's talk about them. So due to specialist character names, abilities, and weapons constantly changing, this guy has decided it would be best to leave some of these out. Instead, he's actually decided to give a description on each of them as best as possible and include the names. He feels confident that they'll make it into the game, so he's pretty confident that this list of specialist characters are going to make it in. He didn't want to list off the different names and guns and stuff like that, but either way, you know, they're obviously subject to change. I don't think they're going to be completely identical to what he's saying, but I do think they're going to be a little bit similar. So he said in the notes, he said, as mentioned before, all characters, abilities, and weapons may not make it into the final game. So keep in mind, this is just a possibility. It's not 100%. It wasn't announced by Trek. It wasn't announced by David Vonderhaar, but it is a really big possibility. So let's talk about it. So the first one is a male. Water is this character's strong suit. If you guys know the fire break specialist, where you can actually pull out like the purifier or heat wave, it's really cool. Obviously, his specialty is fire. He actually has water thrusters that allow him to boost at incredible speed for a short duration with his water thrusters, and they're incredibly useful for getting out of tight situations and catching enemies off guard. His weapon is a high pressurized water cannon with immense range, so that sounds really cool. I really think it would be awesome to have the opposite of the fire break specialist character. Again, water would be really cool. We've never really seen anything like that in Black Ops 3. Okay, so the next one is a male. He's a crazy scientist. My buddy Kid had this idea before. I think it's a really good one. So he actually gets all perks within the game for a short duration, activated by a player animation drinking a potion. Obviously, he's a crazy scientist, so he's drinking a lot of different potions if he's that crazy. He shoots a high volatile plasma ammo, 4 to 5 bullets, highly accurate, slightly a little bit of splash damage, 1-shot kill. I don't think that's going to happen just because I feel like that would be really overpowered. Maybe it's going to be 2-shot damage and have a little bit more ammo. But overall, I think that would be really cool to get all the perks in the game just for a little bit of time. I don't know why they don't have that now. I really do think that's a good possibility that they're going to add it. But again, I don't think his weapon's going to be 1-shot kill. So the next one is a male with no prosthetics. He decided that technology warfare has gone way too far and uses magnetic fields to destroy and disable and cause havoc with military soldiers and equipment. So that's really cool. And I think his ability is going to be a huge magnetic field that causes enemies to lose their weapons, like drop them, that they have equipped in hand. Weapons can be picked up within a close proximity of each player. Players also using magnetize will show up on minimap just like the vision pulse. That's really cool. And his weapon is going to be a 1-shot railgun with slight charge delay, like the R8 revolver, if you guys have ever played CSGO, where you shoot it and then it has to hold it down for a little bit and then it shoots, and then it contains currently 10 bullets. Obviously, again, subject to change. This is really cool. The next one is an experiment gone wrong. Again, this is a male. This character is the biggest and baddest of them all. It looks almost like Frankenstein with huge scars across his head and whole body. So this is really cool. This would be obviously really scary to run into, especially on a smaller map like Combine or Nuketown. I'd be scared to run into this guy. His ability is Rage. Intense rage causes the screen to go black and white and highlights the enemy players in thermal vision, like thermal from Modern Warfare 2. And player also receives reduced flinch, like toughness from Black Ops 2, that green perk, the second tier perk. That was a really good perk. Either way, his weapon is going to be a huge shotgun that fires small grenade type pellets, causing a massive explosive radius, but it only has one shot. So I guess that sounds really good. I do think that's really overpowered. A lot of these specialists that are mentioned by the guy who gave Long Sensation this information are quite overpowered. So I don't know if they're going to be changed quite a bit. I think they will, but either way, they'll get a lot of complaints if they don't. So the next one is going to be a female and is an expert in chemical warfare. Her ability is blindness, and it causes nearby enemies to get temporary blindness for a short duration caused by a gas cloud. That's really cool. Her weapon is a Nova gas grenade launcher. Hold down the key objectives and create an impenetrable gas cloud for a short duration. 4 bullets. Weapon looks like a China Lake from Black Ops 1, if you guys remember that. Sort of like a really big old-timey launcher. It looks really cool. The next one is a female. An orphan girl trains as a competitive accuracy shooter and signs up to become one of the military's best snipers. Unknown to science, her ability to use her anger from her death of her parents makes her the best shooter in the world. That's really cool. I definitely think this one is a big possibility. Her ability is going to be called Bullseye. It gives her immense aim assist accuracy increase for a short duration, and her weapon is going to be an anti-aircraft sniper, and it also blows off limbs and has increased aim assist. That sounds a little bit overpowered, much like all the other specials DLC that are all possibilities. Keep in mind, quick refreshment for you guys' mind, these aren't 100% coming. This is all a possibility, so don't get too excited. The next one is a male Richthof, and his ability is Zombified. It uses element 115 to create a gas formula that explodes and reduces movement speed to nearby enemies, drastically slowing them down. The next one is the weapon Raygun. Well, Raygun in multiplayer, that's crazy. 20 bullets, 2-shot kills, slight splash damage, same rate of fire as zombies. Now that sounds extremely overpowered. Again, having a multiplayer ray gun would be crazy. Even if it is a specialist like ability and weapon, having a specialist character that has the ability to have a ray gun, I mean, that would create some really cool videos, but I think that would be really overpowered, especially if it had the same rate of fire as zombies, because it's fully auto and it shoots really fast. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, all of these specialist characters sound really, really cool. They do sound a little bit overpowered, but I do think there's a good chance they're going to be coming into Black Ops 3 as DLC. Again, it's just a possibility. It's not guaranteed. It's been your boy Quad MFT. Like I said, 170 likes would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Quad Squad. Again, check out my buddy Long Sensation. Link to his channel down in the description. It's been your Quad MFT, and I'm 85,000. Peace.